In the heart of West Michigan lies a powerful legacy, a legacy of volunteerism, empowerment, and community spirit, a women's organization that has created meaningful and lasting change for more than 100 years. It began in 1903 when a group of women formed the Butterfly Guild at Butterworth Hospital, raising money to support their maternity-free bed fund. Butterfly Guild President Nellie Clements envisioned a broader role for the Guild in the community, and in 1925, the Junior League of Grand Rapids was formed. The League's early focus was dedicated to improving women's and children's health. With the new movement for in-hospital births, the League worked to make care more accessible. They furnished the maternity department at Butterworth Hospital, provided volunteers to support the clinic for infant feeding, and established a part-pay maternity plan in an effort to reduce the maternal and infant death rates in Grand Rapids. As the Great Depression unfolded, the Junior League adapted to new challenges, including the loss of funding in schools for programs like the arts. The League responded by working to start art education programs in 21 public schools, reaching approximately 3,000 children. In 1946, the Junior League opened the Cerebral Palsy Nursery School in the basement of Mary Freebed Hospital. The nursery operated every morning, staffed by a teacher, a physiotherapist, and 2 League member aides. In 1951, the program was handed over to Grand Rapids Public Schools to continue its legacy of supporting these children. With downtown Grand Rapids thriving in the 1950s, the League worked to enrich the lives of its residents, expanding its art education initiatives and launching the Rent-A-Picture Shop, which was later transferred to the Grand Rapids Art Museum. The 1960s were a time of urban renewal in Grand Rapids. In 1962, the Junior League purchased a bus for the Grand Rapids Public Museum to facilitate educational tours, and created a lecture program and volunteer guide for the museum. That same decade, the first Goodwill of Greater Grand Rapids opened, and the League fostered a new partnership with a $10,000 grant to support their efforts. The 1970s were characterized by environmental and civil rights movements across the country. The Junior League responded by sponsoring multiple courses on racism and forging partnerships with the Blandford Nature Center and John Ball Zoo by funding and implementing educational and volunteer training programs. The changing times of the 1980s saw a rapid increase in recreational drug use in teen pregnancy. The League met those challenges by developing programs such as Project Charlie, which provided age-appropriate education on drug use, and supporting the Adolescent Pregnancy Watch program, bringing awareness to teen pregnancy. One of the League's most enduring contributions was the establishment of the Very Special Arts program, created in 1986.
VSA is now known as Artists Creating Together, and it is embedded in our community. When I joined VSA, which was in the 90s, I still had kids that were now adults coming up to me when I was wearing a Festival Day t-shirt and said, "This was the best day of my life. I loved going to Festival Day." It was all about community and growth, and every kid should have that. And kids didn't get that back in the 80s. What an amazing blessing that the League gave to the world.
In the 1990s, the Junior League remained focused on children's advocacy, establishing the Children's Advocacy Center, a safe haven for children experiencing abuse. And in partnership with the Kent County Juvenile Court, the League founded CASA, the Court-Appointed Special Advocates Program, empowering community members to advocate for children within the child welfare system.
In 1991, the judges began to meet to discuss CASA. It had tried a few years before and did not get off the ground. There was no funding and nothing within the county, and Junior League offered to help get us started. They came in open-minded and worked with us hand in hand, and without them, we would not have had this strong base for us to continue to go forward.
Then, in 1996, 2 Junior League of Grand Rapids members, together with a local philanthropist, began a grassroots movement to bring Gilda's Club to our community to support those impacted by cancer or grief. As the new millennium arrived, the League kicked it off with the opening of Gilda's Club and expanded its impact by creating a near decade-long mentorship program with the St. John's Home.
Junior League made a very big impact at St. John's Home. The girls were so excited to see us when we would show up for our weekly check-ins or our monthly activities. We always try to do things that made them feel special. We might take them to Frederick Meyer Gardens and go see the butterfly exhibit. What they really looked forward to was the spa night, where we transformed the basement into this wonderful area with music and essential oils and candles, and we pampered the girls with pedicures and manicures, and they really felt special. So I think the impact is that the students, the children, they knew that we were gonna show up and be there for them.
In the next decade, the League focused on improving children's physical wellness as a means to combat the steep rise in childhood obesity with their signature project, the JL Way. The League built 4 wellness adventure yards to provide safe play spaces for children and families.
JL Way originally started from the board at that time, really wanted to get involved in more of a lasting community impact sort of project. One of the outcomes of the Junior League working with the domestic abuse shelter was really the understanding that the children that were there did not have any safe place to play. The mothers were oftentimes going into job interviews and housing situations that they had to take their kids with them. It was a real privilege to be able to work with the shelter to build a safe place for the kids to play and for the center then to offer daycare for those mothers so that they could take their time on their own to get their therapy and go to their job interviews without their children in tow.
Today, the Junior League of Grand Rapids builds on its century-long legacy by empowering women, fostering leadership, and continuing its tradition of service with a focus on advancing women's health and development in a renewed partnership with the Women's Resource Center. And as the Junior League of Grand Rapids celebrates its 100th year, we are reminded that it is more than a volunteer organization. It is a testament to the power of women coming together to create lasting change. Through dedication, resilience, and compassion, the League has shown that together anything is possible, and that acts of service, large or small, can build a legacy that lasts a lifetime.